From coast to coast, we're hearing chants to end abortion, signs proclaiming the right to life. A message counter to what is often seen in popular culture.
They're giving a false narrative about what abortion is. I think that we need to have the truth out there.
You know, our human rights begin when we're at conception, when we become a human.
People rallying in North Carolina told us this isn't just about saving preborn lives.
You will quickly see that we are not only pro-birth. Yes, I do want babies to be born, but we're also pro-woman and pro-family.
I was really a statistic for abortion.
For many, it's personal. As a 20-year-old, Elizabeth Harris found herself in a crisis pregnancy. She faced all the challenges many women who choose abortion face.
You know, financial stress, relationship stress, no support system, no higher education. That was me.
But she chose life for her now 21-year-old daughter, Lourdes. And as a member of Sidewalk Advocates for Life, Harris works full-time, offering a listening ear, prayer, material aid, and resources to women.
We are there to be the hands and feet of Christ, to say, I'm here, I care about you, and I want to help you right now.
A final lifeline to those on the brink of choosing abortion. A regular presence outside a Planned Parenthood abortion clinic in Asheville, North Carolina, Harris says with the reversal of Roe v. Wade, the pro-life mission isn't over, but it is becoming more complex.
And I'm seeing tons of out-of-state license plates, mostly out-of-state license plates coming in.
She describes North Carolina as a destination state for abortion. People driving from places like Tennessee, Kentucky, and Alabama, where state restrictions on abortion are greater. We met with Harris in Raleigh, the capital of North Carolina, at a statewide pro-life march a week before the 50th annual March for Life in Washington, D.C. That national march brings pro-lifers throughout the U.S. together around the anniversary of Roe v. Wade, and organizers say it will continue. But the reversal of Roe last summer gave individual states the power to legislate on abortion, and pro-life rallies and marches at the state level now take on even greater significance. So far this year, we've seen marches in Colorado, Georgia, New Hampshire, Iowa, Minnesota, and Idaho, to name a few. Each march hoping to build steps toward a culture of life and, where needed, to update the law. Every state looks a little different. Here in North Carolina, there's a ban on abortion after 20 weeks, but these pro-life advocates say there's a lot more to fight for.
In North Carolina, we're hoping to get protection for the unborn at the heartbeat level.
Retired medical doctor Bill Pincus is the president of North Carolina Right to Life and organizer of this state march. He says the next political goal here, pass a bill to ban abortion after an unborn child's heartbeat is detected, about 5 to 6 weeks in pregnancy. Pincus says the vast majority of abortions take place around that time, so a heartbeat law could save many lives.
It saves about 85%, so 25,000 babies in North Carolina would be saved.
But North Carolina, like many other states, finds itself in a complex situation politically. The state legislature may lean pro-life, but even if lawmakers passed a heartbeat bill, the current governor, Democrat Roy Cooper, would not sign it into law.
Abortion is not compatible with this nation.
The second in command, North Carolina Lieutenant Governor Mark Robinson, is very supportive of unborn life, and he's calling on every state to step up.
All politics are local, and this country's not going to straighten out unless the states band together and get it straightened out.
Still, for someone who is a politician and even considering a run for governor, Robinson makes it clear ending abortion will not come through lawmaking or protesting alone.
We always need to make sure that we have compassion for people. That's the number one thing. We've got to keep our compassion.
It's personal for him. He and his wife regret an abortion they had years ago before they were married.
We did not choose life. And it's been something that's been very heartbreaking for the both of us for very many years. To me, this has always been a spiritual issue, more than a political issue. And I really think the mantle needs to be taken up inside the churches because we need to change hearts and minds.
For Elizabeth Harris, her pro-life views came through a conversion to Catholicism.
I completely had, a 180 in my life because of the sacraments, because of the healing and reconciliation, because of the beautiful teaching of the Catholic Church.
In all the marches taking place around the U.S., chances are there will be some kind of Catholic presence.
First and the most important resources that the Church has is each one of us.
Bishop Luis Zarama of Raleigh celebrated a Mass for Life before the march in North Carolina. He's not preaching about a particular pro-life initiative or effort to overturn laws. He's not hyper-focused on activism. His message is much, much deeper.
I have hope. And whatever I try to do with love. We cannot give what we don't have.
Zarama says Catholics can open themselves to the abundant love of Christ through prayer and reception of the sacraments. After being filled with that love, mercy, compassion, and hope can be shared with others, including those who advocate for abortion, or those in need of healing from it, or those who feel abortion is their only option.
We bring hope, and hope is the key to open someone for a conversation, and that is when things start to become different.
When the march is over, the mission doesn't stop. Mark Irons, EWTN News In Depth.